In the last session, you guys had successfully cleared out the entirety of the Caer, including the basement, rescuing around about, I believe, 6 servants who originally worked there until they were taken hostage by the Black Swords. I'm sorry, just a moment. Okay. Yes, so you also met the albino tiefling who seemed to be friendly with you, up until this point at least. You'd met the old lady who seemed to have large amounts of knowledge while seemingly never leaving her room. And you also have, I believe you have restrained both Haruru and the person who seemed to be orchestrating the whole operation, Kadroth. The town speaker had offered a feast to you guys at the very least, since most of the servants, except for 2, had wanted to go see family, and also simply get out of the Caer, as they have been locked up there for around about a month or 2. So right now, you guys have a little bit of free time before a feast is prepared by the cook, who is still remaining there. So you guys have a few hours. Anything you guys want to do? The one thing that you were... I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but the one thing that you were tasked with is finding out what the hell to do with the bodies.
What bodies?
Well, I believe you did kill,
the corpses.
Yeah, you did kill,
yeah, those.
To my knowledge, 4 cultists?
Yeah, around. How's that guy doing that jumped out the window?
He's doing all right. He seems to have simply... He didn't seem to take much damage from that, but he seemed to have sprained an ankle, so he's not.
From what I remember, from what I remember of last session's recording, I think he fell unconscious. I think.
He was.
I don't know. Somebody carried him up though.
Yeah, so he jumped out the window, was crawling for a short amount of time, and then he was just taken back inside by Urizen. And he's doing all right. He just seemed to he cut himself a little bit on the glass, and hit the ground a little pretty hard, but the snow mostly cushioned his fall.
Before the dinner starts, Urizen, I want to do this last session. I want to pull the tiefling aside.
Okay.
The white tiefling.
Yeah, so she's already kind of a little bit away from everyone else, seeming to kind of be doing her own business, reading the same book, which she was originally reading down in the basement of the Caer, sitting at the at one of the dinner tables. Glenn,
Urizen's gonna make his way over to her and be like,
"Oh my god, quit it! What the fuck?
What?
Not you! The bitch that's making a buzzing noise like
Glenn,
a bee that's in its 7th fucking.
Glenn, it sounds like you're a bee. What's going on?
In your 7th fucking.
What?
You have like some like audio glitches.
Okay, hold on.
Make sure your microphone's like plugged in all the way. Do you have an external one?
I think you're good now.
Speak, Glenn.
Is it glitching anymore?
No,
Nope.
it's not. You're all good.
Okay.
Anyways, Aiden, please continue.
Yeah, I'll make my way over to her and I'll go, excuse me? Are you busy?
No?
Good. And she's sitting at a table?
Yeah, she is sitting at one of the ends of a long table in the main kind of dining and meeting room.
He's gonna kind of like lean against a chair or the table, and he's gonna be like, I have a question for you. Lord knows if you're gonna answer it, because the other dude I asked, he was real fucking cryptid. And he's gonna roll up his sleeve to show like some of the fungus and moss that is growing on his arm, and like how his hands like has like severe frostbite, but it doesn't seem to like harm his hand in any way.
Okay.
Be like, do you have any idea what this is? Because my first guess was it's because I'm a tiefling, but I haven't seen you nor the other guy with any of that stuff.
Yeah, that is no sort of tiefling thing
Well,
you have there.
makes my life. That
Seems
makes
to
my life
be
harder.
something else.
Great. Well, that's a pain in the ass. Well, I guess like he's gonna roll down his thing again. I would ask you what book you're reading, but I can't read. So, like, just me making small talk, and I'm pretty sure you want to be left alone, so I'm gonna fuck off over there. Have fun.
Thank you, I will.
I'll just walk back to the group.
Does anybody happen to own a shovel?
I do not own a shovel. Bye.
You have corpses to take care of.
Oh, we're burying them? I thought we were just gonna, like, throw them in the woods and let the bears eat them.
I mean, we could, but that just doesn't seem right.
Again, Colt, whenever you send text-to-speech messages, could you send them in dice rolling? That's just what I have open, so it's easier to see. You're all good.
I mean, we could try that pickaxe, or is it just...
I would also like to remind you that there are Sidelian amulets on, I believe, all 4 of these cultists. Are you gonna remove them or bury them with them?
I mean, let's just crush them.
Okay.
I mean, they're dead.
Cold Goss
Not
said, I think it would be prudent to bury them with their amulets.
Oh, okay, so we're not crushing them?
I mean, it is their possession, and, well, from my understanding, it is their sort of...
Dead already, so it's not like
Not sure how to
taking the
describe
amulet away from them is gonna do much.
What?
Wait, the amulet brings them back from the
Bison,
dead
how
since
do you
fucking
know
when?
that?
They were twitching in the room, right? The people at the ambulance? Like, when we were there, they were twitching, and, like, the lady said that they made the deal with Levistus, so they'll keep getting back up till he kills them.
That was just Haruru, who was not dead and had his
Okay.
amulet broken. He was the one who was freaking the fuck out.
He was having a seizure because we broke him off from some demon or whatever.
Speaking of which, somebody should probably go to Caer for Haruru right now.
I would say that's you, because aren't you like a cleric or like a healer or something like that? I don't really know how to heal people. I think I might have a few things, but I don't think I can help him.
And the rest of you, do as you see fit with the bodies. Just try not to destroy their dead bodies.
I mean, they're dead. It's not like they care.
So you are
Yours-
breaking the amulets on them, yes?
Urizen will. He'll break the one that he'll pick up a body, take the amulet, shatter it, and then just take the body and like dump it in the woods or something like that.
Okay. It's not at all difficult to destroy these amulets. Seems as though they are quite a very dense, sort of almost metal-like crystalline structure. But with hitting it with anything more than like, they're very brittle, is what I'm trying to say. So you can crack them quite easily. Like if you just take a rock, hit it against. What are you doing with these shattered amulets?
I'll leave it there shattered on the ground.
Okay, you're just leaving them on the ground of the Caer.
Yeah.
Now, Glenn, you're taking care of Haruru, right?
Yes, I'm going to try.
Okay. Who's moving the bodies? And what are you doing with them?
I'll move the bodies.
Okay. After you shatter the amulets, leaving them on the ground, you can drag them out into the you drag them out into the courtyard, where you see you haven't exactly entered this main courtyard yet, and you hear to your left as you exit the front door. Actually, I'm sorry, you would have gone out here. I'm sorry I didn't describe this earlier. But you hear from a dog kennel outside the yipping of 6 sled dogs, which have a kennel just off the main building in the courtyard.
I'll let someone else deal with the dogs, as I'm not really good with animals, as we've established with the cat.
Yeah. The dogs don't seem to be at all aggressive. They're just sort of like jumping at new people, you know?
They're sled dogs, we could use them.
Yeah.
Colt Gados Hawk said true, we can take a sled to the spine of the world. Colt Gados Hawk said that's where we should go next, I think.
I am having a slight issue with text-to-speech because, as it turns out, since I have to have 2 clients of Discord open, in order to record, it is causing me great pain while I am.
I have text-to-speech turned off.
How do you do that?
It's in settings, I believe.
Do you know which settings?
Give me a second. Maybe voice and video.
Sorry guys, brief intermission here. Notifications. Nope. I'm just gonna look up.
Just Google.
I mean, I'd like you to use it because it allows listening to be easier. I'm just gonna quickly Google how to turn off text-to-speech on Discord. Accessibility, that's what it is. Accessibility settings. Allow playback and usage of text-to-speech command.
Yeah.
Turn off. Thank you.
I just want to make one small note.
Yes.
As we are depositing the corpses wherever they are, most likely in the forest.
Mm-hmm.
Once they're all there, I want to use decompose on them.
Okay.
It's nothing more than like a flavor thing where it basically just decomposes their body slightly faster,
Okay. Yeah, you can do that.
spawning small mushrooms and other plants from their corpses, giving
Alright.
back to the environment quicker.
You can certainly do that. Your decompose does seem to be struggling, however, as there is still frost growing and almost crystals of ice growing out of them as they have perished. But your mushrooms kind of seem to be growing underneath the frost, causing this very strange sort of like the mushrooms are almost surrounded in frost and Colt, can you try again and do a text-to-speech message? Yeah, that doesn't make me since I've turned it off, I cannot hear it at all. So, that's unfortunate. Yeah. I'm sorry, I thought I could enable it or I could disable it on one of my client or on one client of Discord and not the other, but I guess not. Try one more thing. I muted the site already. I don't know why it's doing this still. It's all right. This is a learning pro. No, we cannot hear you still. Sorry about that. Maybe try messing around with your voice settings in Discord. See if you're like on the wrong microphone or something, because that can maybe fix it. Just a thought. But yeah, we're gonna continue playing. Yeah, man. Don't talk as little as possible. I mean, you're honestly probably not. I'm just gonna like re-enable my text to speech and just use text to speech whenever you need to talk. It's really they almost sync up, so it's like not too weird. And I'd rather have you be able to talk and have people hear you, you know? Alright. So, Urizen, the bodies are now decomposing out in the woods. Glenn, you are now trying to take care of Haruru. Your What exactly are you trying to do? He seems to have stopped his shivering now, as seems to just be asleep by the
Okay, so
by the
first
fire
off,
upstairs.
what does his body look like? Does it look injured? Are there any signs of, say, fever?
He
From
looks
the violent shivering.
he looks like he's really cold still. No longer shivering though. His skin is almost like it's very red, blue, purple, you know. Not good colors, but he seems to be breathing fine now. And all that. I forgot to mention Urizen as well. The old lady's body. You're doing the same thing with hers, yeah?
Did she say she wanted anything? Like, because we actually talked to her, and did she say she wanted us to do anything with her body after she died?
No.
No, okay. Well, I'll take her out of the Caer into the forest, and not where I put the other bodies. I'm gonna try to find like a secluded place
Yeah, you
because she was kind of
find a nice tree.
yeah, and I'll lay her against it, and I'll cast decompose once
Okay.
again.
All right, just making sure. Same routine with her amulet.
Yes, same routine with her amulet.
All right. Glenn.
I'm gonna find blankets for Haruru.
All right. After not much time of searching, especially since you're not really in any sort of rush, you quickly find a closet where plenty of linens are kept, and you can find a nice quilt.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring him back down to where Haruru is.
All right, and he's still laying by the hearth. So, anything else anyone wants to do? Colt, Bison, Glenn, you're still watching over him. It seems to be quite stable right now.
Did we hurt Haruru in that fight?
I think we knocked him out.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure all of your methods for him were pretty mild. I want to say that it wasn't
Compared to
anything
what
more
we
than
normally do, yeah.
I want to say that it wasn't anything more than bludgeoning, and I almost want to say that you restrained him and removed his amulet instead of actually dealing any damage to him.
I mean, I think that's how we did it. I just don't remember if we actually, like, harmed him in that fight or not.
We harmed him a wee bit, but nothing more than...
Okay. I'm pretty sure it wasn't anything serious then. Well.
Colt Goshawk said I'm going to go ask the cook for food, see if we can maybe get some hot soup for Haru or something when he wakes up, and of course food rations for the next leg of our journey.
Right. Yeah, so the cook is currently working on making a mild feast. And he says, as you come in asking for soup, he says, well, yes, we do have some soup that was planned for the little feast going on, but it seems I'm a little bit low on knucklehead trout. Could you go out to the markets real quick and grab me some? I heard one of the wandering merchants is in town. Maybe they'll have something. Either knucklehead trout or whatever other meat you can find. I'll give you the
Colt Goshawk said, sure thing, buddy, knucklehead trout is my specialty.
Well, it's mine as well. know just about every way to cook it.
Well, I can go. Anyone want to go with me?
Would anyone like to go with her?
Colt
Colt
Goth
Gados
said,
Hawk said, I'll go with you.
I do have something I'd like to try.
Wait, what's happening?
Well, Than and Colt are, I believe, going to make their way out to the markets, just leaving the Caer walls.
I'll go with them.
All right, Urizen as well. That leaves Glenn and Bison still in the Caer, as well as Picorike, who would also be here. And Bison, you're going to be leaving the session now. You're all good. Take your time.
Okay, Bison.
So in that case, Glenn, you'd be the only. Bison, you cuddle up by the hearth beside of Haruru, getting into your shell.
I'd actually like to try casting Lesser Restoration on Haruru.
Okay. Let me quickly just pull up that. Actually, if you type cast, then I can read it.
Yeah. It ends a disease or condition, but the condition has to be the ones listed below.
All right. Well.
So if he's affected by any disease right now,
I don't know whether to be a dick or not. Be, I guess. Well, Haruru, as you, this is a touch spell, I assume, yes.
Yes, it is.
So as you lay your hands on Haruru, you see the color of his complexion slowly come back to normal, and away from the purple and blue of the frostbitten, the almost frostbitten looking skin. His color sort of returns to him, but he is not awake yet.
Okay, and now I'm going to start searching for holy water and or I believe it is some sort of powdered metal.
You're gonna be searching for that.
Powdered silver.
You're gonna be
and
searching
iron.
for that in the Caer?
Yeah.
Okay, well, you're unable to find any holy water. However, you are able to find plenty of silver coins, none powdered, though. You're gonna likely have to go into some larger town for that.
I'm still gonna need powdered iron if I try to convert the silver into powder.
I see. So yeah,
would I know how to make holy water?
You would if you had the ceremony spell.
I don't think I have that prepared, but
you can always take a nap and get it prepared then. Make some prayers. If you'd like.
I have to check my spell list to see if I even know it at this level.
I believe it's
so. All
way.
Of you in the market, I'm gonna let you.
All right, you guys may go out to the market. As you exit into the Caer courtyard, and someone is going to have to actually, with how these gates are situated, they are you can unlock them from the bottom of the wall, and luckily the what is that thing called? It's like the metal gate that can be dropped. The kind of
Colt
Goshawk
Goshawk
said
Going back in my
portcullis.
mind.
yes, the portcullis has not been dropped,
Yeah.
so it is easy enough to open it. Simply by lifting a bar and opening the doors. As you open the doors, you notice in the center of town a small caravan of three dog sleds have been set up in the center of town, with wares being displayed in crates that are kind of propped up against them at an angle. You notice a flag being flown above one of the sleds. It displays. It displays a gold wolf's paw and a black background. So yeah.
Hello, sir?
Colt Goshawk said, do any of us know what that signifies?
I'll ask you to roll a history check. And as you enter, most of the folks here seem to be quite wrapped up well, except for one, who seems to be wearing a short sleeve shirt with his skin completely open to the cold. Doesn't seem to have a jacket, face covering of any kind. It's a long sleeve shirt with his sleeves rolled up.
That's a bad.
So, Haley, you were looking for the whoever seems to be running this ensemble, right?
Yeah.
Well,
I'm just trying to find Knucklehead Trout. That's what I'm doing.
Okay. You kind of look through the the crates, until you are kind of you're approached by what seems to be a woman of shorter stature, likely a dwarf, and she asks, "Hey, what are you looking for?"
Oh, hello, ma'am. I'm looking for Knucklehead Trout. Or something similar.
Well, actually, we did just pick up some over in Goodmead. Quite cheap. How much are you looking for?
I'm just kind of gonna look towards Colt because Dan does not remember how much we were supposed to get.
Well, I think one would likely feed all of yous.
I believe one would do nicely.
Colt Goshawk said, why don't we get a couple more just to be safe?
And I glance nervously over to Colt.
Colt proposes that you get a couple more. You have been given 5 gold pieces. You know.
Right. How much can 5 gold pieces get us?
Well, 5 gold pieces could. Are you asking her this?
Yes.
Well, 5 gold pieces could get you 5 pretty large trout.
Did they give us anything to carry this much fish?
No.
How much could we reasonably carry?
1 per person. There's 4 of you out here. Also, Aravice has not came with you. She has stayed in the Caer. Did not mention that.
Do you want to get 3 of them?
Who's up for getting 3?
Colt
Colt
Goshawk
said
said 3's good. If we get 3, we can get some other ingredients.
Yeah,
Maybe.
we'll get 3.
All right. Well, there's kind of 4 other folks who seem to be working underneath this person, and they kind of 3 of them seem to be dwarves like her, while another one is a human or of taller stature. You can't tell as there's so many wraps around the face.
How much does a knucklehead trout weigh?
I believe they each weigh like nearly 50 pounds. I'm pretty sure they're really heavy though, like for what they are.
Yeah, I could carry them. I'd be a bit encumbered, but not too badly.
Yeah, so they can they weigh between 50 and 70 pounds. These ones seem to be just closer to 50 though.
Yeah, I'd probably be heavily encumbered then. But I'd be fine.
Is everyone sort of surrounding these crates now, yeah?
Colt Goshawk said sure.
Alright. As you kind of are, you notice...
Wait, no, not heavily encumbered, just encumbered.
You notice...
I'm strong.
You notice two of the other, You notice 2 of the dwarves who are kind of about to kind of help each other, grabbing the now wrapping the knucklehead trout. You see them both kind of look up and kind of squint to the sky, kind of like looking at something strange.
I will also look up to the sky.
Yeah, you kind of turn.
I would also like to look up.
You kind of turn your head and you see 2 gray winged figures.
Fuck.
Kind of flying overhead. They don't seem to be looking down at you, but they've flown over the Caer and then have kind of swooped down the cliff, which would lie behind of it.
Could I go check that out while y'all have fun shopping?
Alright. You most certainly may.
I was asking them if they would be down for that.
Oh.
Colt Goshawk said we need someone to carry the third trout.
I'll carry the third trout, but I feel like this is also something that should be like taken care of. As that looked fairly ominous.
Colt Goshawk said more so than knucklehead trout.
Well, let's see. A big old fish versus 2 giant gray figures swooping down over our castle. Ours? That's weird. I'm sorry. I'm not used to having a castle.
I can carry all 3 fish while you go deal with it.
I'm just saying I feel like I should go and look at least. I promise not to get into a fight if that makes you feel more comfortable.
I mean, I don't know what those are. Maybe you should take Colt with you.
Colt, you want to come?
Colt Goshawk said, I mean, I ain't gonna stop you.
Van says he can carry all of them.
Colt Goshawk said you can't carry 150 pounds worth of fish with your equipment, Thand.
He's a pretty large lad.
I am pretty sure that with variant encumbrance, you can carry infinite amounts of stuff, but you will move at 10 feet per round, meaning Thand can carry all of the fish.
You cannot carry infinite amount of stuff, and I am not even heavily encumbered. I am just encumbered because I'm a bugbear.
Alright, well, whenever you are heavily encumbered, you will only be moving, you'll still be 10 feet. You can move.
I'm 10 feet slower, but I don't have. But I don't have the other. It's just I just lose 10 feet of movement speed.
Okay. Well. Urizen. Actually, sorry. First, I'm going to go back to Thand and Colt, as you guys may look across the other wares, as Colt seemed quite interested. You may see there is also I'm sorry. There's also cut wood, flint and tinder, flasks of whale oil, blankets, furs, rations, bottles of wine, casks of ale, medicines, what seems to be, and also some vials of poison, though they seem to be more marked for pests and vermin. Underneath one of the on one of the carts that has been unloaded, you see there's also a sack, which seems to be carrying a large amount of something, but from the outside, it's not labeled, and it doesn't seem to be for sale either. But yep, seems to be what they got. You also notice that on each of the crates, seems to be painted or burned in the name Torgs.
Colt Goshawk said you said fat. Like for burning in a lamp. I'll buy some with my own money. With my own money.
Yes. Yeah, it's oil flasks. Alright. So, for each flask, they currently have 8 for sale, and it's going to be 2 silver pieces of flask.
Colt Goshawk said I'll take a 6, I guess, one per party member.
Sounds good. You may certainly do that.
I'll head off in the direction of the big old birds.
So as most of the other figures seem to be busy wrapping other stuff, the dwarf lady seems to speak to the man, who doesn't seem to be wearing any cold weather clothing whatsoever, and goes, "Sefik, get him his flasks." Rolls his eyes for a moment, grabs them 4 at a time, or sorry, grabs them 3 at a time, hands you your flasks of oil. Gonna quickly move back to Glenn. You are still inside of the Caer. What exactly are you doing?
Okay, so after looking up the ceremony, it's a 1st level spell, and it's a ritual spell, which I should be able to cast without preparing. But I'm going to need 25 gold points worth of powdered silver. So I'm just going to start gathering up all that silver that I found and start trying to grind it into a fine powder.
What are you going to be using to grind it?
What exactly is around me that seems the most grindy?
For grinding metals? Really
Yes.
nothing. There doesn't seem to be much.
Is there a hammer or anything around?
You could try to go out into a shed, which is out inside of the kind of courtyard, and maybe you could find some tools in there.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and look inside the courtyard.
I'm sorry, just a moment. So going into that going into the shed, you see some pretty you see woodworking materials, carpenter's tools, but nothing that you can find that would really be able to grind metal in that method. Especially such a large quantity of silver.
What exactly is the closest thing to a metal grinder kit or whatever that I can find in that room?
Probably a saw. And having metal ground into dust, I don't believe is quite easy, as metal bends when put under force. However, some spells may be able to mimic a destruction, such as disintegrate, but I'm unsure on.
The best destroy spell I have is guiding bolt, and I don't think that's gonna work.
Not exactly, no.
So yeah, I'm gonna take that saw and I'm gonna start getting to work.
Okay. All right.
Do I have
fun with that?
Yeah, do I have to roll anything?
No. Hold on. Let's see. Okay. So you get to work in the shed. The iron of the saw attempting to cut through or grind the very dense silver, it doesn't seem to be very effective. You don't seem to be getting much you really don't seem to be getting much silver out of it, silver dust. Instead you get kind of silver, how you describe it?
Chunks?
Not really chunks. It's not breaking off much, and the small amounts of dust that it is giving off is falling through the cracks of the table. It's not very efficient, that's what I'm saying. The best way that you could do this yourself is using some sort of alchemist supplies.
don't think I have those.
You may want to book a trip into town for this sort of stuff, unfortunately.
Yeah, I may have to actually go and buy it.
I'm very sorry.
So I guess I'm going to leave the Caer and start looking around for any shops that are open.
Man, this is a cruel setting. Yeah, well, all right. Well, you can, Urizen.
Yes.
You are making your way around the Caer now, attempting to figure out what sort of swooping figures, where they may have gone. Do you make your way around the rear of the Caer? Roll an
Can I
investigation.
say I'm trying to be stealthy while I'm doing this?
You most certainly may.
Okay. So you want me to
I'm gonna
roll
ask you to
stealth?
roll a stealth and then also roll an investigation.
Okay.
Since you are attempting to see what the hell is going on.
Okay, 12 for stealth.
Okay.
And 12 for investigation. Snake eyes.
So in that case, you hear some sort of strange mumbling, some strange language. May I hear your languages real quick? I'm not sure if
Common, Druidic, Infernal, Primordial, and Rahijic.
Motherfucker. You would actually understand this language, as it is a dialect of Primordial, that being Terran.
Okay.
You probably wouldn't even know the language exactly, but you would hear, "Master summoned us, but Master says not to come in. Where's Master?" As you look up, you see two statues, winged, with horns, crouched on the wall. They seem to be talking to each other. Two of them. Not sure if I already mentioned that, but they seem to be talking to each other, hunched up on the wall, seemingly like gargoyle statues, but moving.
Okay. Wait here for a minute or two. And just listen to them. And if nothing happens, I'm going to do something.
Well, yeah. Master doesn't want us there, Master. What's... They seem to almost have gotten something comes over the both of them at the same time as they crawl very close to the ground, and they have now gone into the Caer courtyard rather than out through the I'm sorry. They were currently sitting on the wall of the Caer. You are on the outside.
Yeah.
You are outside of the Caer walls. They have crawled in.
As they crawl in, I'm going to make my way inside.
Okay, you're gonna have to go around, or the rope that you took originally to get in is still hanging.
Yeah. I'll take that real quick.
Okay. It is, I believe, a 15-foot wall, so it'll take just about It will take you about a turn to climb.
Okay.
Glenn, I'm gonna ask you what your passive perception is.
Yeah, but my passive perception is 13.
Wrong.
Well, as you are about to leave the Caer, you hear scuttling coming from the wall behind you and to the right.
Scuttle, scuttle.
Am I on top of the wall yet?
You wouldn't be yet. They are still climbing on the wall.
No, I mean, am I on top of the wall now?
No, you are not. You are still climbing.
Okay, just.
This is all kind of happening in an instant. Glenn, you hear shit coming from behind you. Almost like stone on stone grinding, but as if something's walking.
I am going to walk out of the shed. I'm going to walk away from the noise.
Oh, are you not even looking?
Nope.
Okay.
Okay.
It sounded like almost a grindstone from behind you.
Wait, hold on. Did you say grindstone?
Oh my god!
Now you have attention.
I said grindstone!
Hearing the grinding as I'm beginning to walk away, I'm going to pause for a moment. Remember that I'm trying to grind silver, and then I'm going to turn around. Oh boy.
You turn around. You see on the top of the wall, even though it is quite dark, two ghoulish looking stone figures crawling towards the from looking from the front of the Caer, it would be the rear left tower. Same one that has the entrance to the cistern.
Oh, that's where the albino tiefling is, isn't it?
That's
No,
where she
albino
was. That is also the same tower that has the secret entrance into the Caer.
Spooky.
Okay,
I'm gonna go
excited.
I'm going to go ahead and start making my way to the cistern as well.
So you're going into the tower they are currently going into?
Yes.
Okay, they don't seem to notice you. Don't seem to be too bright. They climb their way into the tower, opening the door. Urizen, you have also, you're now on the top of the wall.
I'm gonna follow them for a bit.
I'm gonna ask you to roll another stealth check.
Another stealth check? If I fail a stealth check, can I say what I do?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
You don't. But these creatures have crawled into the rear left tower, opened the door and closed it behind them. I'm gonna move back to Colt and Thand here. You guys are still in the town. You've just gotten your oil and your fish.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else?
Do we need anything else?
You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead.
Colt
and...
Goshawk said, I think I've got what I need.
Colt, I'm gonna ask you to roll a history check.
Let's go, Colt.
So, Colt, as you are receiving your oils from this man, something about him jogs his memory. Especially, something about it jogs your memory. Specifically the name, Sephic. You think back to Bryn Shander. A tavern with a animated knucklehead trout on the wall. You think back to a bounty.
Colt Goshawk said, are you saying there's a bounty on this guy?
I'm saying that you spoke to a specific shield dwarf about someone who seemed to be killing those who avoided the lottery. You were given a name.
Colt Goshawk said, I mean he hasn't tried to hurt me, I'll leave him alone.
Fair enough. Well, you may continue with your oils. If that's all you need, you may certainly return to the Caer.
Colt Goshawk said, yeah, he'll go back. I don't want to get involved with all that Bryn Shander stuff again.
Alright. As you were returning, walking to the Caer, pretty short walk, you hear a voice come from your left as Thand is walking along beside you on your right. You promised me the Sidelian amulets. I want them. You recognize this to be the voice of the Duergar, who gave you the location of the cultists. Looking to your left, you see tracks in the snow being created fresh, with no one standing there. And you hear this as well.
Repeat that again.
You hear the familiar voice of the Duergar, which you tracked out of Caer Konig, asking you for those Sidelian amulets you promised. On your left, you see footprints being created in the snow alongside you, but with no one standing in them.
I'm just gonna stare at where I'd assume their eyes would be, so that they know that I'm there. Well, that I know that they're there.
Are you kind of stopping? You're walking now?
Yeah.
The footprints stop as well. Still invisible, though.
Can I help you?
You provoke me by giving me what you
I
promised.
get spooked by Colt yelling.
Oh, I didn't see. Then can't use VC
Oh
again.
no, he's not yelling. He's saying loudly.
Did you meant to be in all caps there, implying that you did say that loud?
Okay.
Colt Goshawk said yes loud but not yelling.
Loud enough so that way the folks around the wagons could hear you. Or not the wagons, the sleds.
Colt Goshawk said yes probably.
See. The figure. So a lot of folks kind of looking over at you. Again, this Duergar is still invisible, so they are really fucking weirded out by what the fuck you're talking about. Especially with Duergar not being a very common term for them. But they are, a lot of people, eyes are now on you, as this Duergar has not said anything else, and is now almost a little bit in shock.
Colt Goshawk said okay, I'll whisper. Oops, my bad, guess you better get out of here for the time being.
I will return very soon, my dudes. There are plenty of us to take it. You see the tracks in the snow actually leading now back into the town. Now shifting behind buildings. Smooth. You may return to the Caer should you wish, or do anything else you'd like.
Yeah, I'm gonna be returning to the Caer with 3 fish.
Alright. As you enter the doors, you see Urizen on the back left wall, currently creeping towards the door to one of the towers. I believe
If it looks like Urizen's creeping around, I'm just gonna kind of like put my finger to my lips and just tap Colt's shoulder. I have a bunch of fish and I'm just gonna kind of nudge Colt.
Colt, you've been nudged.
Colt Goshawk said I nod and then shrug but still remain quiet.
Alright. Glenn?
Alright, I think we're just gonna go back in.
You are still creeping towards the tower, correct?
I'm going towards the cistern, yes.
Alright. So, entering the cistern requires you to go into the tower, which you have seen these creatures already enter.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to do that? They are likely still in this tower.
Yeah.
Alright. You open the door just as these 2 creatures are currently creeping down the stairs. You lock eyes for a moment.
I'm going to lock eyes with one of them and just give it an awkward stare.
These are some horrifying creatures which you have laid your eyes on.
Don't be rude, Max. They're beautiful in their own special way.
Okay. As they lock eyes with you, they seem to almost think for a moment until they break into a sprint, peeling the cover using their claws. One of them peels the cover off of the stonework, leading to the cistern. The other one crawls down, kind of pushes the stone to the side, crawls down, and then with its claws drags it back down, locking it into place.
Cool. What the hell was that?
Urizen has now entered the tower as well. You guys may have a conversation should you wish.
I really.
Urizen?
Yes.
What were those?
Those were rock fuckers. I don't know.
Why are they going into the cistern?
Because their master called it. Most likely the white tiefling lady. Let's be honest here.
Why would the white tiefling lady be calling them?
Why not? You want to go kill them? Because I've been really itching to like kick their ass because they talk like idiots.
I think that is a very poor idea with just the two of us in the state we are currently in right now.
Just the two of us.
We can make it if we try.
Not to mention that would probably lead to a conflict with hastily strewn ally.
If you want to go talk to Tiefling Lady, I'm all down for it. She seems like a lovely person, and I'm not saying that sarcastically at all. But I feel like I should at least follow these fuckers because I don't trust them whatsoever.
Well, at least one of us should try to get the others. Do we know
I'll
where
let
they
you
went?
do that.
Where have they went?
Well, I believe they were shopping.
So I guess that's the first place I'm looking then.
More or less, yes.
Shopping where exactly?
The market, they're getting knucklehead trout. Yeah.
Oh, the market. Maybe they have powdered silver. Or holy water. Either way, I guess I'll go check that place out. Look for them.
I'm gonna follow these rock fuckers. You have fun. I'll try to be sneaky so I don't actually start a fight with them. Good luck.
You as well.
And I'll make my way down into the cistern.
Glenn, where are you going?
I'm going to make my way towards that place that Urizen had just described to me.
Alright, well, first step would be opening the door to the tower, and as you open it, you see Colt and Thand now entering the Caer.
Oh! Found them!
Urizen, you have not even made it into the hold yet, as you hear this.
Guys,
okay, well, I'm still going down.
Guys, I think we need to go into the cistern.
What?
Colt Gados Hawk said, "Hey, Mr. Glenn, why was Urizen on the wall?"
Why the cistern? Is something wrong?
There were two stone abomination creatures going in there, and I would assume that is why Urizen was on the wall, because he was also trying to stalk them, essentially.
Well, do you mind if I go take these fish to the kitchen first?
Yeah, go ahead. Just please be quick about it.
I will be quick about it, as quick as I can, while carrying 3 massive fish.
You carry the 3 massive fish quite slowly into the kitchen. As the chef lays the eyes on the trout, he goes, "Good lord, we did not need 3. I will
I'm
make
sorry.
use of them, but this is going to be one large feast containing a lot of knucklehead trout."
I'm terribly sorry.
Alright.
Did anyone answer Colt?
Colt Gados Hawk said you could salt some and give it to us as rations, maybe.
Colt, are you with them? Oh, okay. He says, "Well, certainly, yeah, certainly a cheap ration." And we'll go ahead and get to work butchering those trout.
Okay. So yeah, guess I'm gonna go ahead and make my way down to the cistern then.
Alright. You may go ahead and do that. You follow Urizen down. Urizen, I assume you didn't close the stonework behind you.
I'm down there following these rock fuckers.
Alright. You may, of course, follow down. So you make your way down. The lake, or not the lake, oh my god. The cistern, all of the water seems to still be frozen. And as you make your way down, you get down just in time to see the gargoyles turn the corner to where Aravice's quarters would have been.
And I continue to make my way downtown.
Alright. You follow them. You see them now holding most of Aravice's belongings that were down here. They kind of just look at you, up and down.
They're looking at me.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I mean, they're currently holding like a desk.
Yeah,
And, like, a ton of shit stacked
I'm
on
just
top
gonna
of it.
kind of. I'm just gonna kind of look at them and go, "Hey fellas, what you doing?"
Moving master stuff.
What for?
She wants it moved.
Where to?
Upstairs.
Oh. You know, she really should have run this past us, because we thought you were here to, like, destroy shit and, like, kill some people.
Maybe you should get out of my way so you don't get destroyed.
Okay, that's very rude.
You're standing in the middle of a hallway.
I mean, I will move, but, like, do you guys need help? I can help.
No, we got it.
Okay, well, you know what? You're doing a great job, fellas. Have fun.
Thank you.
Don't kill anyone. I know some people are dumbasses, but don't kill them.
Okay.
Thank you. Have a good day, lads.
You see the two gargoyles now moving on hind legs. Glenn, they are carrying a shitload of stuff. All of the things.
I'm just gonna kind of follow them.
They seem to have impeccable balance for being so large.
just gonna kind of like walk in front of them, just be like, "Okay, guys, this is fine. They're just moving furniture. They're the moving crew."
The moving company. Gargle and Gurgle, the moving company.
That's fine. They just don't get in their way. They threatened to destroy me because I was in their way, and while I told them that was very rude, I feel like they might do it again.
I will keep that in mind.
So whatever you do, just don't be a dick to them. Anyways, I'm gonna go talk to the tiefling lady because I feel like she should like run this past someone.
Yeah. So she is sitting. You are following the gargoyles as they have kind of taken the lead. Glenn, they pass you, paying you nearly no mind. Except for carrying massive piles of books. One of them is carrying like alchemy supplies still on a desk. Carrying them almost on one hand above his head. And it seems to be balanced quite well, nonetheless. Seems to be moving up, and they kind of briefly take flight just to push them above through the hatch in the stonework, making their way through the secret entrance and dropping the belongings in the room, which seemed to have been some sort of office originally, and it is now being claimed by Aravice, who is sitting in the chair which was originally Kadroth's.
Okay, she's just sitting there.
She's just sitting there.
I'm just gonna kind of walk over to her and just kind of like sit on the desk and go, you really had us scared for a second there.
Gargle and Gurgle are completely harmless. I'm so
Well,
sorry
I see that now. They're actually very good lads, but I just wanted to say, like, I thought these fuckers were like gonna come and kill someone. Because I'll admit, I do not fully trust you yet. While you're chill, seemingly. I don't trust you fully yet.
And you will in time.
Well, hopefully. Anyways, just next time, could you give us a heads up?
Well, you were already gone. I thought as well. I might as well call them back. Well,
I'm sorry, what happened? Someone walked in or someone called me.
You're all good. Essentially, Aravice said that she will next time. You were already gone, so she decided to call them back.
Would you like some help, like, moving all this stuff up here? Because, like, I don't really have anything to do. I believe they just finished shopping.
Oh, don't worry. Gargle and Gurgle can do all of the remodeling. As one of them takes his two hands and smashes the table that Aravice is currently sat at, and pushes it into a corner of the room.
I was sitting on that table.
You fall to the ground.
Again, heads up, please.
Gargle goes, sorry.
It's okay. It's just my ass hurts now. Okay, anyways, have fun doing your remodeling. Don't break too much stuff because that's kind of like a waste of resources or whatever. Actually, I don't really give a shit. Break whatever you want. I'll be on the roof. Have fun.
She kind of like, it's like, what the fuck are you talking about? And it stops. Now, I believe, the Mire is now going around, whomever is there, and calling you guys to dinner.
Oh,
small tiefling child.
Oh. Well, I guess Alaska. So supplies at dinner then. After.
Use me.
So, there's only seems to be, 5 servants here at the dinner table. Whoever's coming in. Now, it would be, the fairly older butler, his wife, as well as a younger woman who seems to not be talking much at all. So yeah. The dinner table is a little bit awkward. Except for the speaker, who seems to be greatly enjoying himself being back in a social setting. He says, "So, everyone here, I look forward to seeing this Caer be put to something. This Caer had fallen over the past month. It was a grim time, not just for the Caer, but for everyone in Caer Dynval, as the walls were closed to all who wished to enter. I hope to spread the news of what has happened here, and to again make this Caer a bastion of hope. For warm hearths to all who seek them. And yes, I suppose that's a toast." He raises his glass.
I'll raise my glass.
All right.
I will awkwardly raise my glass.
And the 5 other servants all raise their glass as well. Says, "Well, the speaker now goes, now that I believe it is a good time now for you to meet the ones that you had not formally been introduced to. This is Elprecht Novbrav. This is my butler. This is, he points to the slightly younger woman sitting beside of Mr. Novbrav. Norbrav, my bad. These names are tough, I'm sorry. This is Meryl Novbrav. Norbrav? Fuck, dude. She is his wife. And this is Tam, my housemaid. So she'll be taking care of all of the crystalline shards that have been spread across the floor. I would like to let them know that they're not only employed by me now, but also you. Yes. I look forward to having you around this Caer, and making the town of Caer Dynval a better place for all. Hopefully 10 towns in general. I may just go ahead and end the session here.
Okay, I was about to say, if you're gonna end the session here, good timing, because Zach just got here and he's probably gonna say something stupid. Hey, fuckers! See?
Impeccable timing.
Did any of us ever meet Zach, or did Zach just kind of appear one day?
Yeah, Zach just appeared one day.
Has Zach has Zach always been here?
God only
knows.
No.
Zach just said he thought he was a parasite.
Yeah.
I feel like Zach. I feel like Zach has been with